Join the Discord, patreon.com/shadesandtrades, to be part of a friendly, patient, and disciplined community of coachable traders that make brilliant buys and rare blunders. But first, make sure to knock out the like button in the next 5 seconds.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me?
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Airbnb coming at you live. So, we got the Fed rate cut, and this is what I was saying. If we get that Fed rate cut, and if Bitcoin doesn't break that downtrend, which right now it's right there, it's almost like it's teasing you, right? It's right here. Unfortunately, I'm sure you guys see it too. This is a bear flag. And what happens in a bear flag? Well, my friends, we tank. So, and I've been telling you guys for what, over a week now, you know, this is feeling more and more like a bear market. It's behaving like one too. Any green day is followed by sell-off. Sometimes we have green days that sell off towards the end of the day. For example, today was green. You can see right here it was green and sold off. Sold off. Like, I'm just going down the list. Look at that. Everything, there's a lot of stocks that were green and sold off anyways. Some barely held on. Like, look at this. BBAI was, that was definitely green. You better believe it. It looked good. It was almost at $7, right? Yeah, it was headed there. And so this is what I was saying. I'm like, you know what? I hate to say it, but you guys better, and I've been telling you, you better have that game plan ready. You better have a game plan for a bear market. And if you don't have a game plan, you're just gonna sit there with your, you know, with your cash deployed, and you're just gonna watch it go down like 90%. This is why I've been cautious. This is why I've been telling you, you know, let's just be careful here. I'm ready for the bear market. I'm prepared. I've been through them before, so it's whatever. But the people that don't listen, they're the ones that are gonna be crying later when they're like, "See, I'm so smart. I bought and it went up, woo, all the way down." So, you know, BBAI is just an example. Of course, there's plenty of stocks here. SoundHound, I mean, barely holding. Netflix tanking. Right now, and I was telling people in the Discord, I'm like, right now, AI is what's holding us up right now. Like, that's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. That is what is holding us up. If it weren't for AI, we would have already gone. We would be deeper in. We would just be free falling. So, yeah, why is the market not moving? And I said, give it one more day, but it's banned when no matter what news we get, that sends the markets up, we sell off anyway. Tomorrow we'll get direction, but oh boy, it's just not looking good. Yeah, in bear markets we move down more than up. That makes sense, right? In order for it to be a bear market, we need to sell off more than we, you know. It wouldn't be a bear market if we kept going up. That doesn't make sense. Anyone sitting on sound, I'm staying in. Is what I said to him. Why would I be scared? I would not be selling. You really don't have anything to worry about if you're buying stocks at the purple line. Like SoundHound. Where's the purple line? Yeah, like imagine buying down here under the purple line, and then because you don't have patience, you just sell it off, and then but you could have held and made 31% at this first level, 67% at the next level, 114% at the next level. And if it had gone to new highs, it would have gone to it would have been 150%. So, no, I would not sell my SoundHound. That would just be weird. That's just a lack of patience there. And I just showed you, if you're patient, you make 30, 60, 100%. Imagine it goes under the purple line here. Look, it actually went under the purple line right here. Imagine being you know what, I'm just going to sell. And then it goes up to the first level, 54%. Goes up to the next level right here, 110%. Then it goes here to 175%. Then new highs up here at, it went hundreds of percentages. And what, you sold off because you were scared, nervous, because you don't know what you're doing? I don't know. I don't know why people sell off. It's so weird. It's buy low, sell high, not buy low and sell low, or sell low. That's just weird. It's just odd. Same thing here, right? Goes under the purple line. Imagine selling because you're scared. Same thing here. And then what? It moved. You had to wait a few months, but you ended up in the green. Again, and I think I heard this while I was listening to a chess grandmaster, and the chess grandmaster, here's what his quote. I don't remember the quote. I'm probably gonna butcher his quote, but he said something like, "Extreme patience is a talent in of itself." Because if everyone had extreme patience, then everyone would be able to learn languages. Everyone would become a grandmaster. Everyone would be able. It wouldn't be a talent if everyone could do it. That's the point. And I always tell you, what do I always tell you guys? Patience that is my edge. It can be your edge too, if you have the patience. But if you don't, then obviously, good luck. It's actually really easy when you're patient. Sybil, a perfect example of that. If you don't got extreme patience, it's just not for you. The whole markets have always been nothing more than a test of patience. Imagine seeing it down here at 0011 and being like, oh no, it's the end of the world. And man, if you had extreme patience, woo, look at that, 1,400. It's just people don't have patience. And they don't have it on the level that, when I say I have patience, I mean it's on the level to the point where it's a talent. That's why you don't see me get concerned about things. I do get concerned about BBI and the dilution, of course. I'll just buy SoundHound, which is not diluting. I'll just buy, other stocks that aren't diluting, and I don't got to worry about that overnight gap down. Because that's what happens with those. APOD, same thing, right? You see it under the purple line. Imagine not buying under, and then it ran huge, right? Same thing. So I'm guessing Jake is a beginner or something, because it's just very odd, right? Because he's saying, is anyone else holding SoundHound debating on getting out or waiting to see what happens? What are you talking about? Getting out shouldn't even be a question. That just kind of, now that I've shown you how it works, that question kind of seems, I don't want to say it's stupid, because maybe he's a beginner, so I don't want to insult him, but if he's a beginner, which I assume he is, that would just kind of, in hindsight, it looks stupid. Imagine selling here and then it goes 40, 64%, then 118%. Then, the longer you held it, the more you made. Surprise, surprise. That's the power of holding something that continues to go up over the long term. Because that's what some stocks, they just keep going up over the long term. But short term, there's going to be some downtrends, right? There's going to be some pain, right? Look at this, right? Oh my God, it's almost like that's just part of the game. And if you can't accept that part of the game, then the markets just aren't for you. Because this is oh my God, look, it's almost like it always happens. There's these big drops. So I don't know if Jake, I don't even know if you're watching this. I don't know if you're a beginner, but this is what I see. This is how I see it. Maybe you see things differently, but that would just be weird to sell. To me, it's just kind of like, sir, I'm assuming you bought with me down here at under 13. So that what is there be? What are you scared of? Could it drop lower? Hell yeah, it can. I remember buying it at 10 here, and it dropped to 6, and I was like, oh, cool. I'll add more. I remember when it pumped above the purple line to 12, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm still gonna add. Like people who have been around a long time, they'll tell you, yeah, I've been trading SoundHound a while. I know this one like the back of my hand. So SoundHound is not something you want to sell. There's a lot of stocks you don't want to sell. So there you go. That's the lesson. Extreme patience. Like when I say I have patience, I mean like, I that's the one thing I failed to recognize, is that it's easy for me to say, yeah, I got patience, but I failed to recognize that when I say that, I mean like, it's like patience on a level that a lot of people don't have. Yeah, Bitcoin looks like I mean, honestly, I'm very tempted to short. I might short for that. Like I might short. I'm very much thinking about it. I like this setup. Like if I'm a bear, I am frothing at the mouth on this bear flag here. This looks like it's ready to go, and we'll drop to like 80 to 84. Obviously, that means the markets are gonna come down like 6, 10, 20%. The small caps are gonna tank like crazy. And that's what I've been saying. That's why I've been telling you, like, I'm urging you caution. If you don't listen, that's fine. It's on you. But yeah, bear markets are hard to recognize. But I don't know. I just have this feeling, you know, like it just there's just this feeling like, nah, this ain't right. Like it's just kind of, this is not how we should behave. Like this is not how you behave in a bull market. In a bull market, you keep going up. We're just not doing that anymore. We stopped going up since October. So it's very much possible, and it's possible, and I know this is crazy, but it's possible that we're already in the bear market, and we really don't know yet until we start seeing everything really just dropping. Once you see a lot of stocks drop under the purple line, especially the King, Nvidia, if you see the King drop under the purple line, well, the last time that happened, you know, we topped out and we tanked for 4 months, from January all the way to April, where we bottomed out, and then finally, you know, we ran huge, right? So, and if you guys were around at the beginning of this year, we bought the top here on Nvidia at 150. Do you think we were scared? I bet you Fergalus, I know Fergalus was around at that point in the Discord. I know he was around. He's probably like, hey, he mentioned me, woo! Like, I know, where's Fergalus? Oh god, his name starts with an F. I have to look for him. ABCFG, where's the F? Am I crazy? I think I'm insane, guys. I think I am just wrong. Okay, there it is. Yeah, there's Fergalus. Like, I think he can even attest to, like, because I know he's been a Discord member for a long time. I think he can even attest, like, this is, like, we bought the top here, and we weren't scared. We were like, oh, hell yeah, bring it down to 80? Cool, bring it down to, in fact, when it was at, like, 90, I remember telling people, like, man, I don't want to buy more, because I want it at 50. Yeah, am I deep in the red on the shares up here? Cool, I don't care. I know it's going to come back up. So those of you who were around at that time, you already know, like, there's nothing to be afraid of. Oh, we're going to tank? Cool. We've already been through that this year, literally. And look what happens after. This is, the real money is made when we tank, guys. I mean, sure, you can chase as it's going higher, yes, but when you're buying nice and cheap down here, that's where you're a real winner. And remember, the most important thing is, and I always say this, if you're not buying, if you know this is the top, right? It's very obvious that this is the top, right? 212. If you're not buying the top, then you know you're not buying the top, right? If you know this is where the top is, you're not buying the top. So what's the issue? I do have 100 shares of Nvidia at 197.5. I may have bought the top, near the top, again, like I did here. Do you think I'm concerned after having been through this already multiple times in the past? No, that's just experience, my friends. So yeah, there you go. Coach Shade says, sit back, relax. If you want to play the short side, we might do that for the first time, because this is this Bitcoin here looks like it's just gonna. And I bought some Riot shares today, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to short Riot, because then it kind of acts as a hedge, I guess. Anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say. A lot of people wanted to be saved by the Fed rate cut. Oh, we're gonna get saved by Nvidia. We're gonna get saved by Trump. We're gonna get saved. Everyone's gonna save us. Woo! Trump would never let it go down. But I have to say that kind of seems ridiculous to me. That we constantly need to be saved. And again, the only thing holding us up is tech, and specifically the AI. Once that flops, we're gonna free fall again, like we did at the beginning of October. So like right now we're just in limbo. I think we're getting ready for a free fall. I could be wrong, but I just got that feeling, and it just looks like it. So that's why I'm saying, like, guys, be ready for. I might alert some shorts tomorrow. Anyways, I'm feeling better. Everything. I'm more comfortable. I got some good sleep. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys. By the way, a lot of you sent me some nice messages. I'm gonna be all right. I'll be fine. Hopefully my voice sounds like I have more energy. I should sound more energetic. I really needed some good sleep after doing a lot of moving. But yeah. So welcome. I think Sherry, are you watching this? I'd be surprised if she's watching, but like all the way through. But Sherry, if you're watching this, and Trucker Jeff, and Fergulus, if any of you guys are watching, I mean, you guys, I think, were here at the beginning of the drop that happened at the beginning of this year. So you should start to recognize like these kinds of patterns, because you've already seen it like twice at least, as far as I know. And remember, when a lot of people are using lots of margin and taking out loans and taking when people start using a lot of margin combined with people buying short-term dated calls because they think everything's just going to keep going up, remember, once you start seeing that's probably a good sign, like, oh, we're getting near the top, because a lot of people got destroyed in October, and October could be like literally the peak, could be the start. Could be the start of the bear market, and we don't know it until we're deep in it, unfortunately. Cannot call it a bear market yet until we see certain stocks drop and give us the signal, and specifically Nvidia, because we need tech to really start tanking. But if you look at XLK, which is the tech sector, and you see like it's just been green after green after green after green after green. It's just been stepping slowly up higher and higher. But the moment that flops, like the moment that it flopped here. The moment that rolls over, look at that. Ooh. So like we are literally being held up by tech. So just be very careful. Like it's time to be very cautious. All right, guys, I've said enough. That's my only video for today. I will see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow I might stream. If I feel better tomorrow, for sure I'll stream.